So hi everyone, welcome to Greyscale Studio. I'm very excited to open this YouTube channel, and here we'll be sharing some really interesting stuff. Like I'll share my passion for concept art and character design and human anatomy. So first, here I want to share with you all this process of making this portrait of Scarlet Witch. Here we were like giving this class, right? And thinking about the importance of the main shapes, when you're making a portrait or whatever you're designing, the importance of making the big shapes, starting through big shapes. So here you can see how we start working with not just thinking about the nose or the eyelashes, we try to think in terms of big shapes. So here I'm giving an example and how to do that, and then we started to make a deeper, like to see it in a deeper way. So here we started to make thinking about the bone structure and how this is related to the portrait and the feeling of seeing someone. So it's really cool to see how the expression and everything about her, it's so different, but in the way we are understanding the structure, the bone structure, makes us believe that's a Scarlet Witch, even though every proportion within this portrait, it's so different. So we keep the same angles and some things about the structure and the bone structure, but we don't do like a very safe, approach taking measurements. So that's the approach we're gonna be seeing in our beautiful workshop about human anatomy. It's coming really soon. And here you can see how then we started to work in color and to work with this smaller shapes. But the main thing here, and what I wanted to talk about in this episode, showing you this work, is the importance of structure. We're not thinking about the small shapes, but the big ones. The bigger shapes are the important thing to talk about here. So here we're making some color corrections, some temperature, thinking about tone, and later on we'll be talking about it. But the main thing is to think about the structure, and here you can see how we're changing and thinking about those structures, and how if we are able to change the structures, we can change the expression and turn this Scarlet Witch into a child, just by changing some of the bone structures. So that's the main thing. What matters, what really matters, is that we think about this. So you're giving another example with another characters, think about this same concept, about the big shapes, about the bone structure. If you're interested, we're gonna be giving like the most amazing workshop talking about human anatomy and the journey I've been through like for 10 years or even more. And here you can see how we're thinking about bone structure and the anatomy, the human anatomy, the essence. I think in most of every design we're working on, it's within human anatomy. So here you can see some other examples where we're thinking about the skull and how we integrate those into seeing the portrait, into working on with the portrait. So here we're making another Scarlet Witch, and you see we're getting started with the big shapes and thinking mainly about the bone structure and how this bone structure is the main thing if we want to approach a portrait, because we can change the expression and make it as we want. We can change it and transform it into a narrative, which is gonna be another topic we'll be talking about it. It's amazing, and I'm really passionate to share this knowledge with you all. So here we're changing some of the features about Scarlet Witch, and here's the end result. Here I'll be in the link below. You'll see the art station of Greyscale, so you'll be able to see the details and everything about this portrait. Also, we'll be giving showing you, the 3 different sketches, and how you change the expression of a character depending on the proportion you use. If you use it in specific proportion within a character, you'll see how you change the perception, and that's what we're gonna be talking about this, and it's beautiful. I love this topic. It's one of my greatest passions, character design and concept art. So you'll see how we do all these things, to create even a portrait, and how we change some of the features to transform those features to tell something, to tell to the audience something specific. So welcome everybody, and so nice to be sharing all this beautiful knowledge with you all. So bye, see you soon.